Oh yeah, come, let me go. Let me go to all the places where we talk, say we go like to go before. Let me go, let me see. What you gonna do for me? Make me feel, make me check out. If not too hard, then they use we go know. But now after we go know. Whether or not true, whether or not lie, then we blow. Oh yeah, come, let me go, go, go. Oh yeah, come, let me go. Oh yeah, come, let me go. Let me go to all the places where we talk, say we go like to go before. Let me go, let me see. What you gonna do for me? Make me feel, make me check out. If not too hard, then they use we go know. That's how we learn something. We go know if not true, when I like then we blow. Oh yeah, come, let me go, go, go. Oh yeah, come, let me go, go. I know people keep on.
Today's episode, we'll be looking at marital issues. I am Sandra Ababo. I'll be having in the house experts on relationship matters. Our first guest is Ms. Jane Gibbs Adaji, a relationship expert and a final year student of Benue State University, Department of Mass Communication.
Hello viewers.
Next to her is Abo Collins, also known as Baba Gray, a relationship expert as well, and also a student of Mass Communication Department, Benue State University.
Hello viewers.
You are both welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's just say this. I want us to just give me a little definition of marriage before we go further. So what would you say is marriage?
Well, if you ask me, marriage is the coming together of a man and a woman to, to live together and then bear offspring who will take after them in the nearest future.
Okay, that's fine.
And also for companionship.
Alright. Okay, you are still on to Relationship Talk on VSU TV, and we still have our guests in the house, Ms. Jane Gibbs Adaji and Collins Abo, who are both relationship experts. But just like Master said, he said when the purpose of the thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. So, ma'am, that's
Me, the purpose of marriage solely, first, is for companionship.
okay.
When God created man, he saw that it was not good for a man to live alone. So he made a woman to, help him out in anything he's doing. And secondly, the purpose of marriage is for reproduction. Man needs to reproduce and fill the earth and take over. After the first has gone, the second has to take over. That's the children, of course. So that's the sole purpose of marriage.
So, he's a man.
Well, as for me, I think marriage, the essence of marriage is strictly for honorable. So I think it's very, very essential for someone to get married.
Okay, almost on the same page. So I'll see what to ask. Most times people say look out for. So would you actually consider physical endowments when looking out for a spouse, or rather for who to marry? Ma'am?
In my own opinion, I would say no.
Okay.
And on the other hand, I would say yes. In the sense that if you look at a lady, she can be elegant, fair in complexion, beautiful, outspoken, but she might not be a wife material.
Okay.
Why do I say that? The lady can be outspoken and doesn't know how to lay a bed. She can be outspoken and doesn't know how to prepare meal. She can be outspoken and doesn't know how to take care of a home. So there's a difference between living in a house and living in a home. So when you are living in a house, it's just you and your household. And when you are living in a home, that is, you are building a life with somebody who is not your brother, who is not your father, who is not even your blood. It's a different person entirely. So you are living in a home, you are building a home with that person. So a lady can be outspoken and have all of that characteristics, and then she's not a wife material. She can't cook, she can't make the bed, she can't prepare the kids for school, and then all of that, you begin to see that issues begin to pop up in the marriage. So I think physical endowment is not a criteria for one to get married. And on the other hand, the man will say she's not tall, she's not fair, so I wouldn't want to get married to her. Of course, a social man will want to marry a lady who is elegant, who is tall, who is, shapy, everything is in order, and then all of that.
Yeah, right.
So that also counts. That is what the person wants. So I think they both do, but when you know what you want, a man who needs a home and not a house will go for somebody who has character and who has beauty. So it has to be balanced, character and beauty.
Pick for the man. He's a man. Men have different ideas about who to marry. So, Mr. Collins.
Well, as for me, I quite agree with her somehow. And somehow along the line, it's very, very important to first of all see a lady's physical endowment. Because for you to get a lady close to you, for you to get attracted to a lady, you need to see how beautiful she is first before the conversation pops up. So for me and some men like me, who like good things, so beautiful ladies, we easily get attracted to beautiful ladies. So as time goes on, when you close with her and you've gone so far, you now discover her characters, and along the line you can work very hard to change the bad character. She might be sassy, she might be rude, but as time goes on, if you play your cards very well, you will be able to change that character, and she might be the best wife ever.
Okay, before the character there. So most times people place friendship, maybe in marriage, they say that first of all your wife or your husband have to be your friend. So I need to know, what is the place of friendship in marriage or in a relationship? Do my husband or my wife, do they first of all have to be my friends?
I think it's not necessary, because for a lady who is living in America and a guy who is living maybe in US, and that they are not together, then you suddenly call home and say, Daddy, Mommy, I think I'm due for marriage, I want to get married, I'm ready for marriage, I need you to package a wife, a lady who is character-based, who is beautiful, elegant, and then let me send home some money, and then everything is put together for the marriage. And then they marry such a lady and import the lady, export the lady over to the man's house. You know, those people live together and, you know, they become the happiest couple ever after. But they were not friends.
Okay.
They didn't know each other. But when they got to live together as husband and wife, their character begins to, you know, compare themselves together. They begin to understand each other. Your likes or dislikes, what do you want, what do I want? And then they live together as husband and wife. So it's not necessary that somebody has to be your friend before the person can be your wife or your husband. So you can, you know, meet a stranger today and then get to know the person, talk one-on-one, and then relationship begins. That's where the place of courtship comes in. So you talk, you learn about the person, I learn about you, you learn about me, and you get married. You build your friendship in the marriage.
Any man that you are not able to look up to as your father shouldn't be what called your husband. I don't know about the man. Would you call, I mean, and it goes for the man too.
Yes.
He said that you cannot look up to the woman as a
As
mother.
your mother.
You shouldn't actually go
She's
in
not
and marry your
qualified
wife.
to be
Yeah.
your wife.
Mr. Collins is laughing. Let's have you say something, please.
My own way, I think you need to know the lady very well before you get married to her. Because in one of my favorite musicians' songs, Pop Daddy, he said in one of his lyrics that first of all, we were friends. So you need to really know the lady you want to get married to. I think it's very, very important in a relationship. You need to be very, very close to her. You need to understand her. You need to know the best side. You need to know the bad side. Because if you don't get to know all these things, I mean, the marriage becomes something else, and at the end of the day, everything crumbles. So for me, I think it's very, very important for you to take your time to study a lady before eventually getting married to her. So that's, in a relationship, you need to instigate it at the initial stage before getting married. Don't just come up and say, I want to get married. Then it's better you see troubles outside the marriage instead of meeting it inside the marriage, because marriage is something that has to do with forever, for worse, no going back, forward ever, backward never. So why not just face these problems outside, then enjoy yourselves in the marriage? At least outside there you can change some things, you can put some things in place, and things will work out smoothly in the marriage. So for me, I think it's very, very good if you know her before you get to marry her. At least 6 months or 1 year thereabouts. It's okay.
Wow. So then necessarily you don't have to be your friend, but then you have to know her. Okay. Knowing her doesn't make you your friend, you know. Okay. Answer some questions that will help you stand right in your relationship, and we'll be right back after this break.
No one is just one person. Me, I'm a product of the world. I roam in Dubai, Canada, America, Sierra Leone, and China. And no one's just one thing. I'm a songwriter. I'm a singer. I'm a visual artist. And a humanitarian. And thanks to Glow's unrivaled coverage and support, I can be all these things. In this 24/7 upload, download, tweet it, post it, like it world, your life can change in a second. The only question is, are you ready for it?
Get 1 gigabyte anytime data for 1,000 naira. To choose from attractive data plans, dial *777#. Welcome to the next generation network. Glow Unlimited.
Still with our experts in the house. So, ma'am and sir, I want to know, is something wrong, especially for you, sir, is something wrong with having a working class wife compared to a woman that stays at home, what do you call them, housewife, or a homemaker? I mean, do you prefer to have a working class wife to having a homemaker?
Well, I'm talking in respect of working class ladies. I think that's the best the man, the right thinking man always wants. Because the era of housewife, I think, is almost going to extinct now. Because now all the girls you see are struggling hard to gain admission into the university so that they can become a class lady later on in life. So as for me, I would love to have a class lady as a wife. Because one, let me give you examples now. Let me set examples.
Okay.
For instance, if I'm working and my wife is working as well, maybe as time goes on, then it's either I've not been paid my salary or my salary stops coming as a result of change of government, or probably maybe the government is trying to do this or do that. And my wife is also working, or probably she's working in private parastatal. If my salary stops coming, my wife will start playing my role, like paying the insurance fee, fending for the entire family, and putting all the bills. And so don't you think that is very, very necessary? I think that time has gone. Now we're in the 21st century, and so we need to do things correctly and things that will favor us and our children as well. That's why I think having a working class lady as a wife is good. To me, it's okay. It's nice. So having a working class lady as a wife is just class.
So basically we know that a woman naturally is multitasking. I mean, she can do different things at the same time. So you, as a wife, or a to-be wife rather, any of them, would you rather be a working class woman or wife than staying at home to take care of the children and then prepare for your home, all of that stuff?
Well, like he rightly said, we are in a digital era. So having a homemaker is like an analog way of a marriage setting. So a woman can be working and also take care of the home. It's just for her to strike a balance between the two. You can be working, most offices close by 4. So a woman can actually take care of the kids perfectly okay and also maintain her working status and also supply for the home. You don't just sit at home and say you are a housewife, you are not a working class woman, so hubby has to bring the money for the food, hubby has to bring money for the lights, he has to do everything concerning the home and you are just sitting receiving. That time has come and gone, so you have to work. Put yourself together. If possible, as you are working in an organization, you also have an outfit of your own.
Okay.
That is why you have to be multitasking. You have entrepreneurship mindset.
Alright.
That you can put things together. When office is not paying you, your outfit should pay you.
Alright.
As a woman, a working class woman, or as a wife in the house.
Okay.
So if you ask me, the era of sitting at home and waiting for your husband to provide has come and gone.
Is there more to showing love than giving gifts and then leaving money for outfits? Most men believe that showing love is just buying a lady gifts and then giving her money, buying a car. I mean, is there more to it?
Since I have my colleague here, we're speaking for the ladies.
Okay.
I think there's more to showing of love than honey, I'm off to work, there's money on the table for upkeep, get some things, go for shopping, I'm off. See you later. There's more to that. And there's more to, maybe you just annoy me unnecessarily, you just go out and come back with a gift. You think that you are showing me love, there's more to it. Okay. Showing up, a woman needs attention, most importantly. She wants to be pet, she wants to be the queen of the universe. Do you understand? She wants to be everything, she wants to be the queen that she is. And then you just feel that your ego is just, rising and rising like bones. And then you don't want to care whether she's angered or whether she's upset. All you want to do, you want to show her love, you just get her gifts, you just leave money on the table, or you just go shop for her, and that is it. A woman needs attention. So men will just stay out 8, 9, 10, you are not home. Especially newly wedded. You are not home. So what are you looking for? If you know you have your friends, at your fingertips that you can just spend all the day with them, then there's no need of getting married. There's no need, certainly no need. As a woman, you need attention. You need somebody you are talking to. We are moved by what we are hearing. So you need somebody you are talking to, and then the person is encouraging you. Honey, I love you. You are the sugar in my tea, the everything, every that I have. As you are hearing it, you are glowing. Okay. So there's more to love. Buying of gifts and leaving money on the table, if you ask me.
Well, as for me, what I have to say is I think there's more, like she rightly said, there's more to love than money. And somehow, there's more to money than love. It all depends on the kind of lady you have as a wife. There are some women who prefer money to anything else. If you don't give them money, you are nobody. Some can go as far as quitting the relationship. And some prefer attention. They need that attention, they need you to be around them, they need you to pet them, they need you to give them whatever, anything has to do with taking care of a woman, anything has to do with making them smile. They like it. But as for me, I think there's more, showing her love is better off than money, because money is the root of all evil. So, yeah, it's true. Money is the root of all evil. So you just depend on giving her money. One day she will get tired of that money and she will need your attention. So, and there are some ladies who say, like those who don't really know what love is all about. They never felt for anyone. They just got into the marriage like that. They say, who money help? The money I did job. So I think the best thing is just show her love, and things work out smoothly. So for me, love is good.
So, what advice would you give to your newlywed couple, or then those who are married but are then with issues? Ms. Jane?
Well, for the newly wedded couples, I want to say, first of all, divorce is not an option. In the sense that if, biblically, there was a scenario of Joseph and Mary. She got pregnant.
Yeah.
It wasn't for Joseph. And then he was thinking, he wasn't saying it to anyone, he was thinking of divorce.
Yes.
And he would just divorce Mary secretly so that nobody will know what she has done or what has happened.
Okay.
And then the Holy Spirit intervened. So that is to bring in everybody's mind that divorce is not an option.
Okay.
So no matter what you are facing, you just have to talk. That is why communication is the key. You have to talk things through. Talk with your partner. Know the differences that are set into the marriage and try to fix things up.
Okay.
So divorce is not an option. And for those having issue also, there is nothing like, I'm tired of the marriage, so I want a divorce.
Okay.
Because that is the most popular word these days. I want a divorce. So it's not an option. It's either it works or it works. So that is just the solution. It's either my marriage works or it works. So as a woman, you have to make everything work.
Okay.
You have the power in you. You are strong. You are bold. You have to make it work. So even when your husband is facing northward, you have to face him there. Face him. Push him there.
Okay.
You have to make everything work. Divorce is not an option. So I think.
Well, as for me, my advice for the newly wedded couples and those already in the marriage institution, I think they should work with this LTU format. That's love, trust, and understanding. That's the meaning of LTU, according to me. So you need to love your lady and love your man as well. You need to trust your lady and trust your man as well. And you need to understand yourselves very well so that things will not just be complicated, things will work out well for you. And so with those three things in your marriage setting, I think the marriage will work out perfectly. Like my colleague said, no room for divorce. There's no room for divorce, no refund of money after payment.
Dowry.
Yes, no refund of dowry after payment. So you just need to have that mindset that once you step into that marriage, there's no going back. So whatever you see there, use your initiative, use as in put everything before God. You need to be prayerful, and you just see how things will work out.
Yes.
You will never face problems.
And again, if you want a divorce, that means you have to rewind back the time.
Yes.
She has to be young again, you have to be young again, and then everybody who gather when you pay the bride have to be
and if you are funding the money, you need to refund
that same currency.
No, not just that same currency, dollars times 3.
Exactly. You understand? So it's not an option at all.
Okay, I remember a book written by Miles Monroe who had asked me to read some time back, like The Purpose and Power of a Man, and then The Purpose and Power of a Woman by Miles Monroe, and then Love Languages by Gary Chapman. I think that would be very good books for couples out there. Okay, wow, it's been an amazing time with you two in the studio today. Well, it's been an amazing time in the studio today, and I've learned so much about marital issues. I mean, learning to strike a balance between being married and then when you're already in marriage. And I thank you so much for watching today's episode, and I really hope that you've enjoyed today, and we'll see you again next time for another intriguing edition of this show. I am Sandra Ababo.
No one is just one person. Me, I'm a product of the world. I roam in Dubai, Canada, America, Sierra Leone, and China. And no one's just one thing. I'm a songwriter. I'm a singer. I'm a visual artist. And a humanitarian. And thanks to Glow's unrivaled coverage and support, I can be all these things. In this 24/7 upload, download, tweet it, post it, like it world, your life can change in a second. The only question is, are you ready for it?
Get 1 gigabyte anytime data for 1,000 naira. To choose from attractive data plans, dial *777#. Welcome to the Next Generation Network.